Circulatory system. Humans have double circulatory system. That means it has two separate circuits wherein the blood passes through the heart twice to complete just one cycle of circulation. Here this is the heart. You can see there are two different cycles. This is one cycle and this is the second cycle. In both the cases the blood is passing two times. Okay, so this is known as double circulation. Why is there a need for double circulation? First of all, it will help in separating oxygenated blood, deoxygenated blood. That means it prevents the mixing of pure blood from impure blood. This is required to ensure the constant supply of oxygen. Now further, oxygen is needed to oxidize the food, that in turn gives you energy. So animals like warm-blooded birds and mammals, they require constant supply of oxygen to maintain their body temperature. Hence, double circulation is very much essential. First is pulmonary circuit, that involves heart and the lungs, and systemic circuit that involves heart and other organs of the body. Let's know about the first. Pulmonary in the sense it involves lungs. So the blood from the right ventricle is pushed to this lungs through pulmonary artery. So this artery will branch into two and enter into each lung, right and left lung. In the lungs, the blood gets oxygenated, wherein it will give up carbon dioxide and pick up oxygen molecule. Once this blood is purified, it is returned to the heart on the left side of the heart through pulmonary vein in the atrium. Let's know about systemic circulation. Transport of the blood between the body and the heart, which is received from the lungs, is passed on from the left ventricle into the major artery, which is known as aorta, and from here it is transferred to different parts of the body where the pure blood is supplied. Now once the blood is reaching the tissue, oxygen is delivered to the tissues and the CO2 is picked up by this blood and it is returned through this veins, that is through inferior vena cava, superior vena cava, where the cycle starts again. Then the pure blood is entering onto the left side. From here it is going to enter to aorta. From the aorta it is passing through the different parts of the body. So once it reaches the tissues of the body, their nutrient and gases will exchange. Carbon dioxide, which is carried or poured back into this heart through the veins, that is superior and inferior vena cava. Now how exactly this circulation occurs in the lower organisms like fish, amphibian, reptile? So compared to human heart, when you see the fish heart is comprising of just two chambers. One is auricle and ventricle. You can see that the blood just enters through the heart into the gills where oxygenation of the blood occurs, then it is passed through the body. Now when you compare this with amphibians, which can live both on land and water, so they have the heart divided into three chambers. That means it has two upper chambers and just one lower chamber. Here you can see there are two circulatory systems, that is pulmonary and systemic circulation, but there is a slight mixing of blood that happens in amphibians. Reptiles, they have four-chambered heart wherein there is a partial separation of pure blood into impure blood. This is a little less mixing compared to amphibians. Mammal and birds, where there is complete separation of heart into four chambers by a dividing septum which prevents mixing of both pure and impure blood. Fishes have single circulation. Amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals have double circulation. So mammals have well advanced double circulation compared to amphibians and reptiles.